Well, listen, he's about to go into the 1v2, all right? I didn't want to distract him.
Kill me.
Okay, here we go. So now we have Kerian is going to try out the 1v2. This will be much different. We'll have to see if Kerian has warmed up maybe a little bit, or if how his ones are, but so far, not the best
goal.
start.
Yeah.
Nexto with the first goal. Kerian, I think, recognizing that this might be a little challenging.
You can't rely on Chaussette now.
Yeah, true. Going in for the kickoff. Necto there to take possession back. Kerian sends it off the ceiling, but now Nexto just back into the same corner. However, this gives Kerian all the time in the world. He's got full boost, makes a great aerial shot, lands into a bump, and he will sink that one home. That's a great play by Kerian, just sending it over top of the two Nextos. This, I think, like I've said before, is probably the most effective way to score on Nexto, is to just get the ball over them.
Don't tell them. Tell them after the best of 5.
I've said it like 6 times.
These pros are just not paying attention. Go for the ceiling pitch. It's that easy. Just over and over. Don't miss, because if you miss, you can score them.
Yeah. Kerian gets it over one Nexto past the other one. Might have an opportunity for a quick follow-up shot, but can't quite get there, and that'll put him slightly out of position, and all it takes is being slightly out of position to get scored on. Nexto sending that one all the way down the field for an easy open net goal. Here we have another unfair kickoff. Kerian going in for it anyway, manages to get a good 50 on the kickoff, but the follow-up from Nexto is there, sending the ball into his half. He has to use all his boost to get a decent clear, and it is good. He goes for the corner boost. Now he's got full boost, pops the ball over Nexto's, lands underneath one of them, but doesn't manage to make anything of it. Nexto now taking the ball downfield, and here we see a Nexto like straight over top of Kerian. No hesitation at all. He cannot be faked. And the shot is good.
I like how this
Kerian just stopped and watched.
Yes.
Oh no. Kerian's still going for the kickoffs. It's interesting. We haven't usually seen people go for the kickoffs like this every time. In the 1v2, they almost always end up going for the fake, but Kerian actually won that kickoff pretty handedly. Unfortunately, did not have the boost to follow it up, and Nexto just helping his friend carry the ball down the field. We get one shot, it's not good. Kerian comes in for the follow-up, pops the ball on high. One more touch, maybe runs out of boost, but he gets a great 50 towards the net. Unfortunately, not quite on target. Steals the boost from Nexto. He still has a chance here. A 50 in the air, the ball's still just about in his favor, and a rare misposition by both Nextos were behind him for a moment. Unfortunately, he just didn't have the time to capitalize on that. Nexto carrying it down the field, doesn't go for the flick, but does a low 50-50, setting the ball up for his teammate, but the shot is not good. Kerian gets the clear. Kerian now pops the ball up, goes for the air dribble. Nexto hits the save. Kerian able to recover, hopefully. Nexto, however, gets the ball in its hood.
Again.
Carrying the ball
Is
with its friend.
Broken? Should
I don't know. Okay, Nexto takes the ball downfield. The shot is not quite good. Kerian going in for the clear. Again, another setup off the wall. Goes in the air, gets a flip reset, and the shot is good. Those kinds of things are not going to be stopped by Nexto.
Yeah.
Did you break the bot? Why is it carrying the ball like that? What have you done?
I don't know. I was going to say, like, we saw something strange earlier, but it was like after running for a few hours, like not a few hours, I know. I had to restart, but I think it was like after 24 hours.
Interesting.
Yeah, but we didn't know what was going on, but then the ticks started like going down, even though the FPS were fixed at 120. Because we saw, I remember, like we were testing like version 19 against version 17, and it was winning in every mode. Like 3v3 and 1v1, and when we tested in 2v2, it was like suddenly losing out of nowhere, and I was like, what? And we just restarted and it was winning again. So
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Some wonky thing probably going on with Rocket League over time.
yeah.
But nevertheless, we've had another goal in the meantime. I think it was a kickoff goal. I didn't quite see it. But Kerian fighting for his life to not get scored on the goal line. And unfortunately, can't keep up with the pressure. Eventually, a bump does come in, and Nexto will score out.
I guess we are just used to Nexto scoring, so we just cast the human goals.
Yeah, true.
If/when they happen.
Good kickoff. A nice, rare, fair kickoff on the diagonal. Kerian wins it, goes in for the aerial shot, but it's not quite there. Nexto now with the follow-up. Tries to put a shot on target, but doesn't quite get there. However, you can see Nexto 2 is immediately back in the play, hitting the ball off the top of Kerian's car and going in for another shot. Its teammate now coming in for the 50, and after all this time, the ball is still not in Kerian's control. We're now rotating back in for another play. The shot isn't good. Kerian gets a great wide clear and goes for the immediate shot downfield. Nexto, however, is there. Kerian gets the boost, goes for a pump into the midfield. Right in front of the goal. Unfortunately, Nexto is there. He did get past one. Now Nexto bringing the ball downfield, goes for a quick shot. Kerian in for the save, gets the ball in the corner, running down towards the orange half now, but he can't quite sneak it past the first Nexto. Now goes across his goal line, he gets the boost, and now Kerian is in control of the play again. 50 is good, sends it downfield into the orange half. Nexto 2 now, 1v1, gets a good pop over the top of Kerian, sends it back downfield. Kerian trying to take control of the ball, doesn't quite get it to roll up the wall, but takes a good 50 in the air and sends the ball into the opposite corner. Now Nexto lining up a flick. We've seen how deadly these can be, and sends the flick top shelf. What can you do? I mean, Kerian is just out of options at that point. He played that so well from start to finish, and unfortunately he just couldn't deal with the pressure.
The power it gets like from a standstill is just insane.
Yeah. Oh, I see Shawset in the chat said he was going to head out for the night. So again, thank you so much to Shawset. Everybody in the chat, please ping Shawset with a smiley face or a heart and say thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Love to have you on, Shawset. We hope to have you again soon.
Yeah, definitely. For the 2v4 best of 5.
Yeah. There we go. GG. That's game one in favor of Nexto, but you know, a pretty good game. I feel like Kerian, it wasn't quite as, as maybe big a goal difference as the scoreline made it seem to be. I feel like Kerian had a pretty good handle on the play almost all the time, and Nexto just kind of snuck through that little, those tiny gaps that Kerian leaves in his strategy. So I think there's a good chance that Kerian can do pretty well here in the 1v2 with a little time.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Like, he had control of the match, like, most of the time.
Yeah, which is not something we're really used to seeing. I feel like a lot of the time, these players sort of start to get overwhelmed by the incredible pressure that Nexto's put on them. But Kerian here really keeping his cool and maintaining resolve for most of the match. Kerian going in for the kickoff. It goes in favor of Nexto, but the ball is not in a dangerous spot, so he gets time to go back, get boost, and Nexto just clangs a shot almost on target from midfield. Kerian popping it off the wall, clears it to the side, but Nexto is there like it always is, lining up a flick. Here we go, and the flick is good, and again, it's just...
I'm sure the double commit also is throwing him off. Like,
yeah,
okay, is he going to ban me, or what is going on? No.
Yeah.
No, it's just a flick.
It's always just a flick, man. Kerian trying to gain control off the kickoff, but unfortunately just doesn't quite get the best touch, and that leads into this cascade of events where Nexto is popping the ball up. You can see here, falls onto the catch, and Nexto just sends it right back into the net. diagonal kickoff. These are probably the most favorable kickoffs for Kerian, but unfortunately it goes in favor of Nexto, who catches the ball at a dead standstill behind it and sets up a flick. Fortunately, Kerian is there for the save. The flick came through too late from Nexto, which is very good for Kerian. He gets a nice touch off the wall. He can follow it downfield now in the air. You can see he pops the ball forward and flies with it. But unfortunately, Nexto is there for the save. Kerian didn't get the touch that he wanted. Now he sends it off the side wall. Nexto popping it high. Kerian for the follow-up, but Nexto is there, of course, taking another shot as usual. Kerian, great save. He does really well under the pressure. See, this is what I was saying earlier, is Kerian is just so good at keeping calm in those times where these shots are just coming in over and over and over again. Now Kerian, unfortunately, not able to sink a shot in. Nexto sending the ball downfield. However, Kerian catches it. He's still almost in control of the play, which is definitely the story of the match so far, is that Kerian is very close to having control of the play all the time. Yeah. He's never quite there, but he's usually really close.
Yeah, it's not 1%.
Nexto sending the ball high there. Nexto is ready to follow it up. Kerian clearing the ball to the side. Unfortunately, another Nexto ready, but not quite there. Kerian gets a great couple of touches off the air dribble follow-up and brings it down to a 1-goal lead. Here, I think Nexto's immaturity in the air game really showing up there. That pop off the wall there was pretty slow, and Kerian had a very nice leisurely time, able to set up the couple touches in the air into the goal that we just saw. And Nexto, really, you can see it didn't really have any kind of reaction to that. So it probably has never seen something quite like that before.
It's like it's just waiting there for the play to happen.
Nexto sending the ball up the wall, but does not quite get the next touch, allowing Kerian to send the ball into the orange half. Nexto up pretty fast. Kerian with the 50, but the ball now is in a right on top of Nexto 2's car. The flick is good, but Kerian with an incredible save. Nexto with a follow-up shot. Kerian, another great save. Again, this man has an iron resolve as he immediately transitions that defense into an attack down the field, but he doesn't quite manage to land the shot on target. Nexto going in for another flick. These are incredibly dangerous, and Kerian just barely does not manage to save it. I mean, what can you say about this? Kerian just played that so perfectly, and yet Nexto is just relentless in these shots. How can you expect anyone to save them all? Kerian winning the kickoff, and wow, just a straight kickoff the goal. He wins the kickoff cleanly, bumps the defender, and the ball goes right into the net.
Rolf just jump.
Yeah, I've seen that in the on the stream before on the fishbowl.
On the fishbowl.
Yeah.
Just optimal to let that in.
We have a 1-goal difference again. 2 minutes to go. Very close game here. Nexto has the ball in his hood. Kerian going for the pre-jump, but he's going to run on a boost. Okay, he manages to get one touch. Nexto popping the ball up high, takes the boost. Kerian not letting that sway him, trying to go for a closer shadow this time, and it is working out, but Kerian now has no boost left. Trying to go for one small boost pad. Nexto, though, gets a flick to the far corner. Doesn't quite go in. That was very close. Kerian now manages to secure a boost finally. Nexto with a back pass. Look at, did you see that? Am I mistaken? Of course, wow. Nexto 2 immediately just passes it straight to Kerian, so clearly that was not the right thing to do.
What a pass.
Kerian ties the game up.
Is Nexto broken? I think I'm going to restart the lobby for the last game.
You know, it can't hurt.
Just to be sure.
All right. Kerian with a good follow-up on the kickoff, gets control early on, but the 50 is not good. Nexto 2 now going to catch the ball, and here comes the flick. Kerian in a shadowing position, but it is unstoppable. Wow. Nexto just cannoning the ball into the net. Look at how fast that was. Straight under the top bar. I mean, what are you going to do? Now here we have another diagonal kickoff. These definitely favor Kerian the most. He does win the kickoff, sets up a bounce dribble, and takes an early shot. Nexto, however, is there for the save. Kerian, not quite the best recovery, but it's okay. He manages to get the boost. Nexto going in for the shot. It's pretty weak. Kerian easily clears it away, and now he transitions into a fake under one of the Nextos, but not quite, couldn't quite follow it up in time for the second Nexto. Pops it to himself off the wall, downfield. Here, Kerian just keeping control. Unfortunately, couldn't maintain it for long enough. Nexto gets the ball on its hood, driving the ball downfield. He goes for a delayed backflip flick, and it is in.
The seed from I want the other. Okay, Rocket League doesn't want to collaborate with the Kerian view.
Okay, well, what was once a tied game is now back up to a 2-goal differential. 40 seconds left. Kerian's got a lot to do. The ball is up high. Kerian goes for the first touch, makes a nice second touch. He might have an opportunity, but Nexto is there for the save. Passes it off the wall to the teammate. I think the shot is just off, so Kerian will have time to recover. Gets a nice clear out of the corner, secures himself a full boost. Nexto trying to send it to the center, but not the best touch. Kerian popping it high. Nexto, of course, with the save. Now Kerian predicted the save, it looks like, and gets the pass to himself off the wall into a beautiful bounce off the ground into a goal. What a great play by Kerian.
Wow. What a pass.
Yeah. he's figuring it out. Okay, 1 goal to go. 10 seconds left. Kerian going in for the kickoff. Ball gets sent high up the wall. Kerian's going for the far corner boost, sends it back to his own net. Now he has to keep it off the ground. The timer is up, Nexto is there, and the ball lands. Still extremely close game. That's probably the closest game we've seen today.
Yeah, I'm amazed. Also,
yeah, Kerian is doing incredibly well.
Harry, we need to... Oh, this guy is ready, but I don't know. Do you want to? Shut down complete. My friend.
Okay.
Hey, Nexto, do your magic. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Work.
Oh, do the thing. All right, heading into game 3. This will be the last game in the 2v1 best of 5 against Kerian. Let's see how it goes. Last game was really close. Kerian almost took the game. He tied it up briefly. It was looking like he had a chance, so I think this game could go a lot different. Nexto bumping itself out of a flick. Kerian with an easy save there. Just trying to find an opportunity to get the ball clear, but Nexto is just giving these most annoying little touches all the time. Fortunately, Kerian does find an opportunity to take the ball off the wall. He goes for the flip reset, gets it, and the shot is good. Yeah, that's a great shot. Those are always going to go in on Nexto.
I'm wondering.
Sorry, Kerian, if you're listening, stop going for flip resets. They don't work. Yeah, you that was just luck.
Those shots almost never work.
Yeah.
Never seen a flip reset going.
Kerian going for the fake kickoff here. You can see he's managing his boost really well on the kickoff. He didn't get a big pad, but he saves the little boost that he does have for just the right opportunity to get a long clear. Now Nexto flicks the ball high, gets a nice clear downfield. Going in for the flick, Kerian goes for the pre-jump, and Nexto dropped it, but unfortunately not quite on target. Now Kerian with the chance for the clear, sends the ball far downfield just to give himself a brief reprieve and chance for the boost. Nexto now trying to bring the ball downfield. Kerian pops the ball up high, almost goes for the follow-up, but recognized that was a mistake, tries to recover, and unfortunately gets an own goal. That was close.
Very close.
4 minutes in now. 1-1. The close game. Here we get a diagonal kickoff. Kerian winning that as usual. The ball in a decent spot, but unfortunately not super wide off the wall. However, it doesn't matter to Kerian. Nexto, however, with an incredible save and the instant follow-up. gets a shot downfield, and unfortunately, Kerian is not able to capitalize on that play.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah, it was really good.
Camera, fix yourself. Ionix, please fix. If you're watching.
These damn spectator cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. The ball in Kerian's half again. Nexto doesn't make the best touch, allowing Kerian to get a long clear, but its teammate is there ready to catch the ball. Kerian almost goes for the follow-up shot, but stops himself. So you can see he's starting to realize when his moves are going to be punished by the bot, and he's beginning to correct himself when they happen. So this is really promising for Kerian.
Yeah, he's
Makes
developed
a
a style
decent touch.
that is just strong against Nexto.
Yeah, absolutely. Kerian with a good 50. Nexto trying to clear it, but Kerian landing underneath Nexto, and he ties up the game once again.
Man. If he wins, I'm actually going to restart the lobby. It's like, no.
Kerian now on the diagonal kickoff. Doesn't go too well for him this time. Nexto there goes for a shot, but unfortunately it is high. Kerian with full boost now has an opportunity for a clear, sends it long. Nexto jumping up to receive it. Kerian just allows him to have possession, goes for the boost, and is now waiting at the midfield. Nexto catches the ball and starts to dribble. Here we go. Another Nexto flick is coming in. Kerian goes for the pre-jump. He seems to have found that if you pre-jump and then boost down, it's like Nexto is dropping the ball. Unfortunately, that did leave him in a little bit of an awkward spot. A 50 up the wall goes bad. Nexto backflip, goes for the half flip recovery, and instantly capitalizes on that shot.
Yeah, he found a way to prevent the monster flick, I guess.
Yeah. Kerian winning the kickoff again, gets the boost, but Nexto is there for an early challenge at the midfield, sending the ball across the field. Kerian going for a cross map shot. Unfortunately, doesn't quite land the flip reset. No, Nexto sending the ball downfield. Kerian with a good 50 takes control of the ball. Nexto, however, with a catch and a good pre-jump from Nexto there, preventing Kerian from taking a shot. Now, Kerian back in his own half, pops the ball off the corner, but unfortunately the touch is a little too heavy. He doesn't get the touch that he wants, can't follow it down. Now Nexto lining up another flick. Nexto hits the flick, but unfortunately not quite on target. Kerian was there, but unfortunately not able to stop the follow-up shot from just over half court straight onto the bar. 2-4 now with a minute 40 left. An unfair kickoff. Nexto immediately gaining control. Kerian, 50 boost to his name, manages to get a boost pad. Ball is in his corner. He pops it over one Nexto and gets control. Unfortunately, not the dribble immediately. Sets up one touch, but does not quite get it past Nexto, and that is an immediate counterattack goal, 2-5.
Yeah, that's all
with
you need.
a minute and a half left.
Especially in the 1v2. There's no room for that risky play.
Yeah, even one tiny mistake, as we've seen today, and in really most of the other show matches that we've done, it's just any little mistake and they will capitalize on it immediately. Here we have Nexto setting the ball up for yet another flick, but drops the ball there. Interesting and uncharacteristic move. I wonder if it was out of boost. Kerian now ball bouncing in front of him, but Nexto is there for the early challenge and just takes an immediate shot from the midfield. Looks like unexpected from Kerian, maybe, that Nexto would go for such a quick shot, but yep, it is good and right over the top of Kerian. That'll make it a 4-goal lead in favor of Nexto.
You're fine. Bot supremacy continues.
Yeah.
He managed to score a lot of goals, though.
Kerian now. Maybe maybe getting a little tired.
Yeah.
Not quite able to keep out this follow-up shot from the goal line clear. And now it is 7-2, 56 seconds to go. Starting on a diagonal kickoff.
think he's
Should
the
go in
first
favor
one
of Kerian.
to dodge the Brazil, right?
Yeah, you might be right about that. Kerian now keeping the ball in his corner. Nexto goes for the shot, doesn't make it, but does flick the ball over top of Kerian down towards his own net to its teammate. Nexto now bring it back towards Kerian's net for an aggressive play. Ball is on the hood,
Ooh.
flick over the top of Kerian, and I mean,
I've
again,
heard that so many times today. Ball is on the hood, flick, and X can't manage to get the save.
Yeah, it's just again and again we're seeing these flicks are so hard to stop by Nexo.
The fake.
They're now going for the fake kickoff.
I like that they move. They show the tag moving like. Ooh.
No boost to his name. He does manage to secure one of the corner boosts. Ball is high. Nexto goes in for the center, but there's no one to follow it up. Kerian now with the ball in his hood gets a chance to show a flick of his own. Not quite on target. Nexto there for the save. Now pops the ball over top of Kerian, sending it downfield. 8 seconds to go. This game is a wrap. Nexto with one last flick just to send it home. Not quite on target, but the game is over.
GG.
GG. That'll be the best of 5. 0-3 in favor of Nexto. GG's to Kerian. Great job. Very close, though. Definitely, like I said, definitely the closest games we've seen so far. So that was really good. Only way to score is an aerial. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah.
Basically. You just put that beautiful green marker there. So nice to see.
Okay.
Yeah. Karen, do you want to join voice and share your comments? I think he's listening.
There, I typed it in chat just in.
Oh yeah, better. I was too busy chilling, sorry. Ooh. Okay, I'll send you the Discord link in Twitch DMs.
All right, we're gonna get Kerian in here now for a quick interview, get his thoughts on the bot, see what he thinks works against it, maybe what doesn't.
He's so pro, I didn't even send the invite and he was already in there.
Hey Kerian, how are you?
Hey, good on you.
I'm good. That was super great. I'm so happy that you played the bot. That was super fun to watch.
Yeah, thanks for letting me play. It was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, what do you think? What do you think of the bots?
They are really good, but the worst thing is that they are really aggressive. Every time I took goals, it was because I was trying some things like 1v1 or things like that, but it's impossible. You can do anything, you can't score in 1v1. You just have to wait for a mistake or just go in RL. But also when sometimes I was trying to control the ball, but they were every time someone just under me and I wasn't seeing him, so surprising.
Yeah, it looked like the play is to bait them to come closer, right, to your side. And
Yeah.
Aerial over them.
And in defense, I was better at the end in defense because I think if you challenge them, they will win at any time. They can do anything. You have just to play in your goal. I was waiting in the goal and like do what you want. I'm waiting.
Yeah, we saw.
And they were giving me the ball.
Yeah,
that's actually a good strategy because if you think about it, like you were saying, the bots challenge all the time, so they are used to the other player challenging, so they just waiting for you to challenge, so you leave the open goal and you just throw them off that way.
But sometimes in some positions you can't even do that because they are just doing a flick at the top corner and the FF. You lost.
Yeah. That's one thing that we've been seeing all over the place with pretty much everybody who plays the bots is that it seems like it's just so hard to stop their flicks. You know, it feels like every time I'm watching and Nexto has the ball on its hood, it's like there's about to be a goal, you know.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
well.
you were the closest, I guess, the closest to win like several games. Because Very Big won one, but then he was just like destroyed. But you were actually close twice.
Yeah, I think you definitely had the best strategy against the bots that we've seen so far.
That's cool. That's cool. I was scared to get just destroyed, like everyone. I was like, not sure about this one, but cool if I managed to get the closest.
Yeah, you
Amazing.
did really well, and it was a lot of fun to watch. So thank you so much again for coming on. That was great. We'd love to have you play the bots again. You know, whenever you like. Really, they're always learning. They're always training. So it'll always be better than when you last played it.
Yeah, I know. About how it works.
Yeah, definitely. We need to. Well, when we get the next bot that is pro level, we'll make you 1v1 it, or maybe a 3-3.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
we'll let you know when we have a pro level bot.
Yeah, just wait
I think
a
you-
year or so.
Yeah, I think you would have had no trouble against the 1v1. Yeah. Okay, well, great. Well, thanks so much for coming in. And yeah, thanks very much for coming to play the bot. That was really good. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for letting me play.
thanks for
Yeah,
joining.
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch if we make more events, or maybe like another 2v4, I guess. But you already showed you are up there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely interesting to test it. And we need to test with like different people, because you had a completely different style that was adversarial to Nexto. So that's also nice.
Yeah,
to
true.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
that
for
was really
coming.
great.
Yeah,
Thanks so
all
much.
good, all good.